I want to do a quick example of why nutrition is one of the very first places we start. And I think for most of us, we watch a TikTok video or a reel on Instagram, or we hear our best friend say, I tried this new drink, it regulated my hormones, I lost 10 pounds. And then, we give it a try and you're like, I can't tell a difference. Why? Why for some women do they find like their magic thing? And for somebody else, they try it and it just does nothing. Is it just like, are you broken? Was the product broken? Like what's actually going on? I'm going to tell you is if the basic needs weren't met, you can't then optimize a system. It can't go, well, I don't have enough vitamin D or magnesium, but sure, thank you for this pink drink. All of a sudden, all our hormones are in balance. Like that is just not how things function or work. It's like don't worry, I went into the car and I did an oil change, but I never put gas in the tank. It doesn't matter how brand new the oil is in the engine. If there is no gas in the tank, the car's not going anywhere. It's not even turning on. And if your friend had gas in the tank and the last thing they needed to do was an oil change and the car runs great, that makes sense why it worked for them. And your gas tank was empty because of too much stress, too much trauma, too much processed foods, too much starving yourself, too much keto, too much elliptical, whatever it was, your tank was empty and the oil change wasn't the answer. It didn't need more windshield wiper fluid. It didn't need more coolant in the engine. It needed gas in the tank. So this seems so basic, but there's a reason that we always start here and then we optimize from there. So always people ask, what is your favorite hormone supplement? Like, nutrition is my favorite place to start. Now, are there really good supplements that I do tell people to take, especially when we're dealing with really painful periods, when we're dealing with infertility? Yes. Like, for example, we've had 3 women this year that have had miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage. 2 of them ended up pregnant very quickly after going through our program, and we immediately put them on progesterone because we didn't have the time to get their progesterone up high enough to maintain the pregnancy, and no one should have to go through another miscarriage, especially not 2 women that really wanted to grow their families, right? So we will do interventions where necessary. If you're dealing with a lot of pain, if you're dealing with really irregular cycles, if we need an intervention because insulin resistance is ruining your life and PCOS is just crazy, we'll do that. But we always have to start with, we still need good habits, right? We still do the intervention. So one thing I want to tell you is omegas. Unless you're eating fish every day, everyone's got not enough omegas in their diet. And the reason they matter so much is on the outside of all of your cells, you have a cell membrane. And even if all you have plenty of hormones in your system and that is healthy, this one thing alone could be the thing that undoes it because those hormones cannot communicate with the cell without a healthy omega level. So even if the hormones are there, this is like one small example. If you don't have enough omegas and your cell membrane is not healthy, the hormones cannot communicate with the cell doesn't do its job, the organ doesn't do its job, and you feel like poo. Okay, so that's just one example. And I'm not going to go and do through all of these. I just want to show you multiple examples. Vitamin D, it acts like a hormone. It is critical for ovarian function. And I'm sorry if you've ever had your blood work done and they told you a vitamin D level of 20 or 25 or 35. Anything less than 60 was acceptable. Wrong. You want a vitamin D level over 60, about 60 to 75, 60 to 80. Men can go a little bit higher than that because it is responsible for ovarian function, for your mood, bone health, thyroid health, testosterone production,